You had North Carolina A&T. I think they're still scoring on them. They'll be on some. They're gonna be on puppy probation after this. It's a tough loss. It's a tough loss for those guys. I know Josh is high on them, and I know Wally is Coach Gibbs. Coach Gibbs is this guy, and even I have it.
Josh is high on A&T.
Yes, heavy on the high.
I'm about to ask.
I'm sorry. Y'all know. I take a minimum of 3 shots at the act. And shout out to Simone. She really got the people going yesterday with that clip where she said A&T was the Dallas Cowboys of the HBCU world.
Oh,
I feel like when it comes to HBCUs, and I know this gonna make a lot of people mad. Obviously, I'm from Greensboro. I feel like A&T is like the America's team equivalent of the HBCUs.
Say it. Equivalent to who?
I don't want to put the Dallas label on them because that's disrespectful to them. But what I'm saying is they're always going to be in the mix conversation-wise. They always
whether or not
buzz.
they're winning,
win or lose. Right. Everybody wants to talk about A&T.
Well, they're the biggest HBCU.
Yeah,
like literally the biggest.
Eyes are going to be on the Aggies. They're the most hated by everybody outside the 336. Some people within the 336. But yeah,
well,
one thing they gonna do, win or lose.
You see that Winston thing behind you, right? You see that? You see it right there.
I see it cut off.
Yeah, it's pointing right at you.
Regardless, the Aggies are gonna give us something to talk about.
That's pretty damn funny. Man, she knows
that just shows the COVID time warp because 2019 wasn't that long ago. That wasn't VHS tapes era. They're more like the New England Patriots. Can we at least give them that much?
Nah, bro.
I can see the Patriots.
They won semi recently. It wasn't that long ago.
I can see the.
It was one era ago that they were winning.
But no.
Dallas, the Cowboys is multiple.
No, but see, you're looking at the team. She looking at the totality, right? The fans at A&T are unsufferable.
The only part I disagree with is the length of time between the winning.
Okay.
Everything else she was nailed, spot on. But I just want to give A&T at least that much to where like they haven't that streak ain't 30 plus years. They was them guys not that long ago.
It's just because whenever they was at the top, it was good. But now that they at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, it's like.
But they did it to themselves.
Like you said, it wasn't that long ago, but people tend to forget whenever you ain't win a game. Like you barely do Division II team. So it's like
like when you step out in a bad outfit, they pick the outfit. This is the outfit they chose to wear, and they wearing it. And they seem to like it. So,
and the fans still, every year the A&T fans tell you this is our year.
Very true.
So that's on the Cowboys. That aligns them with the Cowboys if they say that.
I don't think anybody from A&T said this was their year to win it all of anything.
Yeah, I think the thing about it is, man, the thing about A&T, again, I'm a Ram, and I don't really have a lot of. I found out later that I have a lot of A&T family people, like in my extended family, but I didn't like grow up with any type of affiliation with A&T. So and I just kind of like they think they're better than us, but it is what it is. So I like to give them grief, but I would say the thing about this A&T got good, and we did not plan on talking about this, but A&T got really good at the best time for them to get good, because that's when the Celebration Bowl came in. Because before that, in HBCUs, when you talk about HBCU national champions, we've had them since 1920. But before that, there was no big machine behind proclaiming them the HBCU national champions. I know the Orange Blossom Classic used to crown them as well, but it was a visible point, because before that, what would happen is the best teams would go to the playoffs and lose, and it would be the best loser is the national champion. So, the NCATs the NCATs were, they came along, and the Tariq Cohen era, they came along, and they got on TV and Tariq Cohen, and so for other people, I don't know if I would say if they're easy to hate, because again, I have that little that little rivalry thing, but I think for the rest of the HBCU world to keep seeing A&T be up there and be this, and we're the biggest HBCU, and all of this stuff too, I think that just kind of adds into it. I will also say they gave Hampton the most hell when Hampton left the MEAC. They were just like, oh, man, y'all even going to the weights conference. And then the next thing you know.
No, they're very much like Young Thug right now, and Hampton is doing it. They were talking real crazy about Hampton at first, and now them tapes dropped. But my thing with A&T, this is the first time that I can remember where people have cared that A&T is bad. And I think that's the difference. And shout out, my man who I went to high school with, Herb Miller, was the quarterback for A&T and in one of their lowest points, right? So like
I remember that era fondly.
Yeah, but nobody was really like up in arms. Like, and that's A&T kind of like they have these roller coasters, and when they're hot, everybody cares. And then when they're not, they kind of got this benefit to where people are just like, blah, 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 blah. We won again. You know what I mean? And now is the first time with all the conference and just everything that's gone on where like A&T's bad and people care, and they're on, not that they care, but you know what I mean? They're like on them. Whereas normally like A&T hits these lows, and that's why for me, like, this really isn't if you know HBCU sports, this patch they're having really isn't anything too different from how A&T normally gets
27 games in a row.
You know what I mean? Like, they've had times where they have lost and they always bounce back, and it's usually always a bounce back with a culture move. You know what I mean? With like a, not to say, I guess I went to Central for 2 years, so let me qualify them statements, But my pop went to A&T, my mom went to Central. Like, I don't know, I didn't grow up with the HBCU hate. It was all kind of love, you know what I mean? But like, they get a little too big for their britches. And the thing is like, we start winning, hey, we could do this. That's the complete antithesis of the thing that got us to win. You know what I mean? And then you start losing, and then people start blaming fingers, and they're like, wait. Let's go get somebody who's going to come and really do what we need to do. And then they go get a culture guy, and that person works, and they bump their head, and they do all of this work to get them back on top. And then like somebody comes down from an office and it's like, this football winning is great, guys. How about we do this? And then it like the cycle starts all over again. So, I mean, that's my take on A&T. But, I'm a Coach Gibbs apologist. I was thinking the other day, what about the alternate universe where he's coaching FAMU right now? would be a wild time, but
all right, Josh, what about you, man?
I think I'm gonna go check out my Aggies one more time, man. Like I said last week, if y'all was watching, I got the Aggies getting 3 wins this season. I ain't gonna say too much, but
I'm really tempted to mute your mic.
It's looking good. I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm a betting man for Saturday. I ain't gonna say too much though.
Undercover NCAT in the building.
But with all seriousness, I just really do like Coach Gibbs. I really do like Coach Gibbs. I rock with Coach Gibbs. He got that team playing a little bit different, even though they don't got the pieces or the players yet. I'm gonna say all this right now before anybody else say it. Dave probably said it as well, but y'all give A&T a good year or two to get their real recruiting class in. We're gonna be talking about them differently. If Coach
There's no way they're not gonna be nice.
I'm telling you, Coach Gibbs, the way he has that team playing with the pieces that he has now is already. It's already like, you just gotta see it for yourself. I ain't gonna say too much, but I mean,
it's kind of wide open now. This ain't the CAA of old.
Listen, 3. I don't know what 3, but they gonna get 3.
I'm with you, Josh.
I got you right here. I got the 3. Seriously, I got the 3. We got VUL. We got Barber Scotia. And we got And we got North Carolina A&M. I do like A&T over North Carolina A&M. So
right here.
I got a better one for you. All I'm gonna say is G-Ho. G-Ho.
That's who they play for G-Ho.
G-Ho.
South Carolina State.
That's all I'm gonna say. G-Ho. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say too much.
Carolina State.
G-Ho.
Oh, yeah, right.
Jadakiss gonna be at the tailgate. I'm sure it's gonna be a vibe, you know.
This is why listen, you gotta think. They're gonna have the energy from the fans, the crowd, the alumni gonna come back.
Yeah, they had that against Monmouth that one time.
Listen though, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Last year, even though they lost by 97 points, Hampton probably still scoring to this day. Last year, they went up 14-0 versus Hampton on G-Ho. And I'm just not a big believer in South Carolina State this year. And that's all I'm gonna mute my mic now. I'm gonna mute my mic, but I'm gonna just say it. So whenever everybody want to get on the bandwagon later on, I said it first.
I'm gonna tell you who's not. I'm gonna tell you who's not gonna be on the bandwagon.
Amanda.
I'm gonna tell you now. Hey, look, hold on. I'm gonna say this one too. I'm not saying that they're gonna win this game. Aggie Eagle gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because everybody gonna be trying to figure out how much the score gonna be or what the best line gonna be.
Youngster.